You know, it's so unnatural to talk to you while looking at the camera.
Oh, yeah?
How do YouTubers just do this for so long? We've done it for so long, you know?
Well, you just
but
carry
to
it.
talk, you're supposed to look at you. But, you know, it's like, I got to engage with you guys, too.
Yeah, you just carry it out into the world, and now we never make eye contact with anybody.
Hi, Reject Nation. I'm Greg Alba.
I'm John Humphrey.
We're going to watch today, from our friends at Screen Junkies, the honest trailers for Venom. Venom. All right. I don't know when I'm supposed to have my match with Dan Murrell for the championship belt, but I'm coming for you, Dan. I'm going to find out which lines you wrote here, and I'm going to just criticize them.
I'm going to attack your writing personally.
I'm such a fan of Dan. I'm a fan of the man who is Dan. Really am. Watching him all the time, so I'm excited for it. Anywho, before we hop into this, I wanted to say thank you to everyone who has joined us on our Patreon page. Had a great, successful year in 2018. Grew quite a lot. Over there, we do weekly Q&As, TV show reaction watch-alongs for many shows. That includes Attack on Titan, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, My Hero Academia, Riverdale, Gotham, and Supernatural. And this guy also does music video coverage. So go check out our Patreon page. We post plenty over there, exclusive goodies. Let's hop it into this, yeah?
Let's go.
Eyes long pancreas.
From the studio that Marvel lets play with their toys, comes the Spider-Man villain everyone wanted to see on screen until they did.
Hey, Parker.
Oh, yeah! But this time, they can't even afford to put Spider-Man in it. Venom.
True.
Get ready for a gnarly, sick, tight movie you'll love. As long as you're the kind of person who says gnarly, sick, and tight. As the genre runs out of Silver Age heroes to adapt and enters the extreme 90s era of leather jackets and attitude for a film that would have been so much better if it were rated R. But it made almost $1 billion.
That's good.
What do we know? Witness Tom Hardy doing just the most with the role of Eddie Brock as he plays the investigative reporter like a crackhead squirrel. He's captivated by his New York accent.
I have spent a significant amount of time with one of these creatures up my ass.
His ever-changing man bracelets.
Oh, yeah.
And so many.
Did they really change?
Voices, you'll wonder if they've been covering his mouth for a reason. Watch everything change when he's infected by an evil splooge from outer space who goes by Venom, a member of a parasitic race that's gonna conquer Earth unless humanity can somehow get its hands on a halfway decent sound system.
It's a quiet place.
Yeah.
Together, they'll chomp their way through good and bad guys alike, prompting audiences everywhere to wonder, does Eddie Brock know what human flesh tastes like? Is he technically a cannibal? When Venom bites off a head, does Eddie have to crap out the skull later? Were these all of Dom's favorite parts that got cut out? Enjoy a film of charm and action, then stop enjoying it while they bore you to death with Science Talk.
What led to me staying as quickly as possible?
Organisms was out of containment.
Lots and lots of Science Talk.
You discovered a gene therapy that literally doubles the life expectancy.
You need nuance.
Has all these hosts showing this hyperacute
Depth.
Prove you did your research.
That are making it hard for your body to maintain homeostasis.
Are you seeing this? He's achieved symbiosis.
Systems, renal, endocrine, they're behaving abnormally.
Montage here.
You can't pilot that craft all alone.
Directing the boredom is the not-so-secret and evil Carlton Drake, a man who wants to destroy humanity in order to save it.
We brought the planet to the brink of extinction.
A plan shared by this film's villain, Infinity Wars, Mission Impossible Fallout, and The Predators. And that's just in 2018. Thrill as Venom sees his final form.
It is a
Raisin Venom.
big trope now.
Well worn.
Raisin
The
Venom.
action concludes with two centipede blotches wrestling each other like a Winamp visualizer with teeth.
Really whips the llama's ass.
But it's not just an action movie. It's also a love story, as Eddie is torn between his love of Michelle Williams' terrible wig
I'm sorry.
I feel like Dan wrote
and
this
the
part.
special guy inside of him who's ready to make the leap from I to we. We are Venom. And no, it's not weird that I shipped Simbrock. The movie made $250 million in China, and this is how they advertised it.
Simbrock.
Like, ever since Tumblr changed, this is all I got left. Let me have this one.
Oh, poor Tumblr.
Ooh, epic voicey likey. So enjoy a comic book film that isn't bogged down by 20 other episodes like the MCU or the grandiose pretensions of the DC universe.
This is amazing.
Because sometimes it's fun to watch a movie that's just a movie. Even though it did so well, Sony will probably use it to kickstart an entire cinematic universe. Hard pass, Sony. Hard pass.
Yeah.
Unless you get Flubber. Starring Sad Max, Pinky and the Veins, Dan from Veep, and Dan from Venom. Men Taster
Was you Dan and Veep too?
Beyond Us, Everyone Goobs, the Rialto Theater. The Rialto Theater. And that's the Rialto Theater.
What?
The Rialto Theater. Again. What theater is that? Oh, it's the Rialto. And Close Encounters of the Turd Kind.
Rolling down the street like a turd in the wind.
If your turds are thin or light enough to roll in the wind, please call your gastroenterologist. Slow motion, like baby lotion. I like to have my elbows tickled. Firefly is the opposite of waterfall. Justice
Good
for
one.
Blockbuster. Knock knock, let the devil in.
Hell yeah! Knock knock with the devil in. Venom! Man, that was an epic honest trailer.
That was an epic honest trailer. It reminded me of some things about Venom that I had kind of blocked out of my mind for all that fun.
5 minutes long. I feel like in December their honest trailers were a little bit shorter.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know, Elf one was like a minute. No, it was like 3
Well,
minutes long.
what can you really nitpick about Elf?
Did someone need a hug?
So they were talking about how Tom Hardy, like, they were making fun of all the noises he makes, and like, is this why they covered his mouth? You know, that joke. And I was watching an interview, and I think it might have been with Danielle Radford from Screen Junkies News, where she was interviewing Tom Hardy, and she brought that up, and it didn't seem like he had some prepared joke answer. It really seemed like it was the first time this was ever addressed to him. Like, the way he was responding to it was like, do I? Oh, I guess I do play a lot of characters whose faces are covered a lot. You know?
Yeah.
Something that never actually hit his consciousness about it.
And it's funny, too, because I saw a different interview where he said that part of his inspiration for Eddie Brock that he didn't tell the producers about was he was basing a lot of it on Woody Allen.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and like the mannerisms and the kind of neuroses of Woody Allen and stuff like that, and trying to channel
Ah.
that. Yeah, which when you watch this in like a weird little medley of just awkward moments, kind of comes through.
Yeah, that's
know?
true. But looking back on the movie, I can actually see that. That's true. That's a good point.
Which is like, I always find it hilarious in these kinds of contexts where you're like, wow, Woody Allen is just not who I ever would have thought of for a Venom movie inspiration,
Yeah.
you know, even behind the scenes. But
But for that uncomfortable, awkward humor,
Yeah.
that actually does fit
Yeah.
really well, because that is what Woody Allen excels in. But he didn't like mirror him.
No,
It wasn't like Will Ferrell in that one movie where he played Woody Allen.
Oh, God.
What was that called? Melinda?
It was like the drama and the comedy version of the
Yeah,
same.
yeah, it wasn't that. I love that they brought up that point, though, about the villain trope, about villain wanting to destroy human. It's just like, we had this era where it was like cliche mustache twirling villain, and then we had this weird thing where it was villain wanted to be caught.
Yeah.
And then we were in Skybeam territory.
Sky beams, and now we have
Yeah.
selfless, I want to help the world by destroying.
Because that makes you go, as a viewer, I get where he's coming from on this. Because even Aquaman sort of had that a little bit with Orm.
Kind of.
When he's like, look at what the surface people do to our waters and stuff, you know, like it was environmental issues and how we're destroying the planet, how humanity's doing it, so they need to be wiped and cleansed. It's like a cleansing thing.
Yeah.
It is
Humanity
a
is a virus.
Yeah, it's kind of an annoying trope, but it's a thing. We always go into this thing with villains where we always see this like repeat patterns of what we always borrow from movies of what worked here and then just start implementing.
yeah.
But it is kind of an annoying trope.
So much of our cinematic landscape right now, or what accounts for so much of that, is world domination plots in all
Yeah.
these big blockbuster movies. And so like it highlights this idea that it's kind of tricky to make them all not resemble each other in some way, shape, or form, especially when they get made so quickly now.
Yeah.
And there's such a wide variety, and you know that these people are talking behind the scenes and stuff as these movies are in production, and so.
And then if someone's just good old pure evil, it's like, oh, it's cliche.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah. So
you can't win.
I wonder what we're going to migrate to next as the new villain trope, like the new domination scheme.
I kind of feel like the next trope is something along the lines of Killmonger and Black Manta.
Okay.
They'll be black. No.
Black villainy.
No, of people who are wronged and you get why they feel wronged.
That's a good call.
Like Killmonger was totally wrong, so that's why you understand him. And Black Manta was a dick up front, but with his whole backstory, I don't want to, in case you haven't seen it.
Yeah.
But there is a moment
But
where
there's
you're
a-
like, hey, it's kind of messed up.
Yeah. You're like, okay, I get why he hates on him.
Yeah,
At the very
exactly.
least, I get it.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the next wave of things to make a villain effective and to sympathize for him. Yeah, I bet all this talk about villainy is why you're listening to this part of us talking about an honest trailer.
This is the true villainy.
This is
how
true,
long
yeah.
this is going on.
The love story bit too. Did you know about that? And in China, those were real posters.
No, I had
They
no idea.
They marketed because it's a box office in
I heard
China.
it killed in China.
Yeah, and what they did was they marketed as if this joke of Venom is a love story between him and Eddie Brock,
I
or-
ship Venom and Eddie hardcore to 100%.
which either Venom and Eddie Brock is the love story, or it's a love story of Michelle Williams and all that stuff.
That's the B love story.
That's the B.
Venom is helping Eddie to love himself and Venom because we are Venom.
Fair enough.
And even the Michelle Williams love story, she has Venom in her at one point, so really it's all the same.
It's all the same. Yeah. I'm surprised they didn't talk about the thing that a lot of people complained about, which is the turn of Venom. Mm-hmm. Of when he's like, on my planet, I'm a loser like you. That thing that everyone seems to really get mad about, which I thought was charming and funny.
I did too. I did too, and maybe that's why is like it is just one of those things that's kind of weird, but also adorable about the movie, and it is something interesting that shines out amid some of the film's more rough elements.
Is it just
and
me,
choices.
or is she Venom kind of hot?
I mean, she's like totally skin conforming, you know, curvy. It's a little weird with her head action, but if you just had Michelle Williams' head, it would just look like she had a latex costume.
Yeah, if she just had better teeth as she Venom,
yeah,
be pretty attractive.
that's conflicting about that scene for sure. And I'm sure there are some people out there who think that's super hot.
I would have loved that scene if he pulled in she Venom, was like, "Come here," and then morphs out and he's like, "What the fuck?
Oh, what are we doing?
I thought you were just Venom."
I just thought you took on a form I would appreciate more, You've been inside of me. There are no secrets now.
There are no secrets. Anyway, guys, thanks Honest Trailers, Screen Junkies crew for putting this bad boy together. What a way to kick off your new year by hitting the trending page. They were like top 5 trending on YouTube with this one. You guys can subscribe to the Reject Nation, click that notification bell, and hey, check us out on Patreon, yo. We got a lot of goodies.